you are international educationalist. So basically, how is international boards better than Indian boards?
Business takes time. The curve is exponential. Initially, that flat line you have to sustain, and then when you scale, you can of course take a decision. The major drawback I feel is you cannot barter your peace of mind for anything in the world. Cambridge or IB curriculum or British curriculum, they are designed to cater to international audience from different countries, and that is the reason they have to keep on improving themselves, and they try to grow up the ladder and reach the creation part. Out of 100 parents, 80 parents are clueless. Trust me, this is my personal experience. They are just taking a particular board because somebody else has taken it, or they feel it is good, or they are convinced by what the school is doing. I was aware that money is very important in life. I'm still aware it's very important part to take decision.
Welcome Karishma ji on the podcast. So you are international educationalist, guiding a lot many students. As of today, आपने 5,000 से भी ज़्यादा बच्चों को IGCSE as well as foreign placement as well as international guidance. मतलब that is a big achievement, I guess, at such an young age of 32. And you are on a mission of making awareness about how IGSE is important in terms of curriculum. So basically that way, and also in terms of foreign universities, basically because people have a lot many options today, like what place to choose, what field to choose, what is right for them, what is wrong for them. So we'll go much deeper into that. Before that, let's start with your journey, like what we do on most of our podcasts. So about your journey, about your early days, and about how this journey as a international educationalist happened.
So first of all, thank you so much for calling me, Arpit. And one thing I would like to correct over here is, my major focus is not only into IGCSE, but my focus is helping the learners, 21st century learners, in taking right decision with respect to careers. That is my focus, ultimate focus. Now, because of that, second thing I landed in is I started exploring all the curriculum across the globe, exploring each and everything, and then I got to know what's better for what. And that is how I'm helping everybody around me in also using my social media presence and all of that for the same reason.
Yeah.
So my journey. So basically my journey is something which was never planned as such. So I completed my engineering degree in 2014. And 2014, as I mentioned you before as well, my husband, he now my husband, that time we were dating, and he suggested that you get into this education industry and all. And I was like, yeah, everybody is doing education. There is nothing in education like that. But still, I was like, chalo, theek hai, at least I'll explore. I got out of my college 2014 June mein.
And that was after engineering.
After engineering, 2014 June, I got out of my college. And then I was hunting for a job as usual, jo hum karte hain baad mein. So उस point of time पे I thought that चलो I will hunt in education industry also. So I was searching Naukri.com, this.com and all of that, and I landed on this particular job offer which was offering me as an IGCSE, Cambridge Curriculum Educator. So IGCSE is a board like SSC.
Got it.
And Cambridge, IGCSE is an exam and Cambridge
is the board basically.
Correct. हाँ. तो वैसे शुरुआत हुई. And very good offer. And when I entered into that, one thing I was amazed was, because I had done engineering from Indian curriculum and all of that, मेरा CBSE से 11th, 12th, 10th standard तक state board and all of that, I realized one thing: the approach towards teaching learning is beyond what we are doing in any other board. Currently, what I had done. That was the comparison. That is the only comparison I had that point of time.
Yeah.
So I started in 2014 September. 5th September only I started my journey into this industry. And natural instinct wise, my mother was a teacher. She was a very good teacher. So I feel genetically also I got that into me, that it is natural for me to teach, and naturally I can connect with people very well. So that is something genetic. then that is how my career started.
And this was with which institute or school?
It was in Mumbai, one of
Okay.
the school, Podar International School.
Okay.
I started with that. That was my first school, and I was quite young when I was 22,
Okay.
just graduate,
Yeah.
fresh. But it is a good school, and I got to learn a lot in that school. I
So
worked
how long you were there with them?
6 years.
Okay. And after that, how then your own institute in terms of guiding students and again the foreign guidance, basically foreign university guidance. So how all this happened?
My own institute started pretty late.
Okay.
So 2014 was here. 2019 that I was in Podar. I worked there. I learned there a lot. I got to learn. Then I joined another, I switched the job. And in 2019, in maternity break, when my daughter was born, I had a lot of free time.
Okay.
So I thought that I can do something else additional beyond only doing job. So I started with this thing. And anyways, I was taking a lot of tuition. So I was beyond school hours also, I was interacting with a lot of parents outside.
Yeah.
One thing I could identify was there is lack of awareness in the market. In fact, right now also I feel that there is pretty lack of awareness that people don't know which curriculum is what. They just go with the trend.
Yeah.
कि भाई ये कर रहा है तो I will also do. You know, that is the thought process. So that I could sense it way beyond. Like 2014 to 19 में मुझे वो sense हो गया this is the burning problem in the market. Nobody knows. But the problem was this market is still a pretty niche market. So that was another problem. So I started in 2019 as a side thing,
Yeah.
business I can call it, to help parents.
So more around IGSC board.
More around Cambridge board.
Yeah. Okay.
Cambridge IB curriculum, and also had a lot of student internationally. That point of time I was taking before COVID I was teaching online.
Okay.
So way before COVID, 2016 I was teaching online completely. Skype. That was
Got it.
that point of time we didn't even have this. I don't know. I was not aware of Zoom and all. I was using Skype. And yeah, my journey started in 2019 as a side business. 2020, I decided that I'll give, of course, one of the major force in my life to push me in this field is my husband. I have been telling you quite frequently. And he was like, you get into it. We'll see what we can do. So
basically you left the job and started this
I
full
didn't
time?
leave.
Okay.
I don't take such decisions. But I had my own financial liabilities to take care of.
Okay.
So I was like, okay, I'll continue with the job. I had a small daughter. The blessings I have is I have a good family support to take care of child, 6 months old daughter.
Got
And she was with my in-laws and I was juggling between two things.
Acha, so like the full-time school job as well as
this
coaching, basically.
Coaching, yeah, that's what I was doing.
Got it.
And 2020 also I worked. 2021 I had to come here in Pune, and 2021 also I worked until July, August. Then what happened, I realized the increasing demand, and most importantly, there are many in the market, I realized, who portray themselves as an expert. Parents invest a lot of time, energy, money, and then after 6 months they realize कि भाई इसको तो कुछ आता ही नहीं है. We unnecessarily wasted our time. And time with students, it's very limited. They have 1 year, 2 year only to prepare. They can't keep on experimenting. And that gave me, although niche market, but people started trusting me.
Got it.
Because they were like, hey, chalo, she knows what to do, and we can see the results. So mouth canvassing or whatever, marketing, mouth publicity.
Yeah.
That's what happened, and people got to know about me. 2020, I completely decided to leave the job and take a leap here.
Okay.
Of course, the journey was not very easy,
Yeah.
because I had zero awareness about running a business. Of course, I have to generate revenue. So zero awareness about that.
So yeah, so I was coming to this. So when you were with school, you were getting a fixed salary. So when you started, so now coaching is one thing, but then when you started full time, so you had financial liabilities in terms of, and how was the initial support in terms of family towards starting the business, basically. So how was it?
See, I was aware that as I mentioned, I never recommend also anybody, in case if you're doing business, to suddenly decide and leave the job. Don't do that, because business takes time. The curve is exponential. Initially, that flat line you have to sustain, and then when you scale, you can of course take a decision. But one very important thing is, when I started, I was earning good amount, and that is the reason I had switched.
Okay.
That was one of the major reasons. Of course, there were a few underlying reasons also, but one of the major reasons I had switched. Second important thing is, it was 2021. By then, the world was aware of
Online learning basically.
Yes. And that was win-win situation in my case. Why? Because जब मैं Skype पे 2016 में I was taking, nobody was aware. Only Malaysia, Dubai and all of these countries, they were aware. Indians were not aware. By then Indians were also aware of it, and they were like, okay with online classes and everything. They were used to it. That was a win-win situation so I could connect people globally. Whereas the finances are concerned, earning was not a problem for me, but managing a business was a huge challenge. I would say I had learned a lot. I can literally list down, ye galti mat karo, ye galti mat karo, ye galti mat karo. That.
So if you want to tell a couple of your mistakes.
So one of the biggest mistake is, learn marketing yourself. Don't depend on others for marketing. Second is, take your own financial decisions and get a good CA whom you trust. So don't get a CA who is just telling you bookish knowledge, but get a person or CEO or financial advisor, whosoever, who knows, if you are not from a financial background, because I am not from a finance background, who knows the pros and cons and where you are going wrong in life. That is very important learning I learned. Second. Third important learning I learned was, plan your runway, I would say ARR, annual runway.
Yeah.
So if I'm planning to invest somewhere X amount every month, I should have 12X in my bank account lying so that I can sustain for next 12 months. Because in a business or any sort of venture you do, you are not able to, there will be, I would say 6 months will be slack. 6 months you will earn. So you have to be ready for those 6
So basically you need to have enough capital in hand to support your day-to-day activities.
Then only take decisions, because see, one of the major drawback I feel is you cannot barter your peace of mind for anything in the world.
Yeah.
So if you are bartering your peace of mind for your business, still it is not worth it. So plan it. Might be you will not grow that fast. You will grow slowly, but you'll be able to take sane decisions in life.
Yeah. So you are international educationalist. So basically, how is international boards better than Indian boards? Because state boards, CBSE, we have multiple boards in India right now, and I think learning-wise, people have reached a great heights through these as well. So how can we advocate that international education is better than ours?
See, I will never advocate this that any particular board is good or bad. I don't even feel that even Indian curriculum is bad, but there is always some scope of improvement in everything.
Yeah, certainly.
So very important part over here is, as a decision maker, as a parent, student, we have to decide what we want in life.
Yeah.
And then what aligns with our goals in life, which board aligns with it. So let's say if I want to be a medical doctor in India, then I will definitely not recommend international board. Don't go for it. Because you will not be able to crack NEET exam that easily compared to CBSE and ICSE students. If I want to be a medical doctor abroad, I want to study in universities abroad, in that case, I will recommend these boards. Why? Because you will be groomed in such a way to extract the knowledge and apply it. That is very, very, very important in international curriculum. So when you go to universities, you will be able to. So you will fare well over there.
Yeah.
So each board is as important, and every board has its own pros and cons. I'll tell you the differentiating factors very briefly. So Indian boards in general focuses more on, so there is something called as Bloom's taxonomy. So Bloom's taxonomy is a pyramid wherein you understand the level of teaching learning process. So the base is knowledge and the topmost part is creation. Right now we all are growing and blooming in creation. So that was already there in this curriculum. If you are creating a particular formula or particular motor or particular device, you have learned it, you have applied it, you have evaluated it, analyzed it, and then created it.
Yeah.
So as a learner, we should go step by step up.
Yeah.
So generally, because even in other curriculums, Indian curriculums and many other curriculums also, what level of Bloom's taxonomy is achieved. International curriculum, especially Cambridge or IB curriculum or British curriculum, they are designed to cater to international audience from different countries, and that is the reason they have to keep on improving themselves, and they try to grow up the ladder and reach the creation part.
Got it.
So dono bhi curriculum, all the curriculums are good,
Yeah.
but you decide your goal and then what you want.
Basically, if someone wants to do, as you told, NEET or specific some other India dedicated course, so Indian education system is better off, I guess.
India dedicated NEET. I'm specifically talking about entrance exams. If you're doing NEET, go for CBSE and ICSE. Why? Because I have been from CBSE board, and I means 11th, 12th I have done from there, and I know only that can help you.
Okay.
But otherwise, because if you will do this, you know application, and then NEET demands something else.
Yeah.
So that way, and of course, NEET in its way is different. Why? Because here we are catering to a huge population.
Got it.
So they have to make it that competitive. Internationally, utna population kahan hai country mein?
So basically, when you say students coming to you, are they with intention that they want to go to foreign universities, or is it all the foreign boards are do they give some benefit in terms of applying to those universities?
Yeah. So first of all, you asked about the intention.
Yeah.
So let me tell you one simple thing. Out of 100 parents, 80 parents are clueless. Trust me, this is my personal experience. They are just taking a particular board because somebody else has taken it, or they feel it is good, or they are convinced by what the school is doing. They are clueless about it. And that is where I am working on. I am creating that awareness in the market. Second important thing is intention में आता है जो 20% को पता है, they are already into universities, or the parents have been through that journey, so they know it. That is for Indian curriculum. The next question was,
does it help students to go to foreign universities if they want to go in future in some way? So
see, it helps because this curriculum itself is a UK based curriculum. If you talk about this Cambridge curriculum, and IB is Singapore.
Yeah.
And other curriculums are also there. So they are made in that way that they are able to cater to majority of international universities, not only in different countries, but also in India we have very good universities. It's not that we have to go abroad only to do that, but in India also we have very good universities. So it is like that.
Got it. What are the cost dynamics in terms of India and studying something abroad? Because many students nowadays, after studying abroad, they may want to come back to India. But whether that is sustainable given the cost there may be much higher.
So when we talk about cost dynamics specifically, let me clear one simple thing is cost depends upon the currency you are comparing. So Indian currency, definitely if you are going to UK, वो 107 कुछ है, 107 रुपए for 1 pound. So that is the cost, and so they will spend in pounds only. Second, inflation. That is another thing. So of course, Indian education, if you talk about local colleges after this, government college में seat मिल रहा है, excellent, go for it, I would say. But India is a huge country. India में सिर्फ बहुत थोड़े से, I think 7-8 IITs ही है जिसमें 2000 के अंदर रैंक आना चाहिए. 20 lakh student appear. Imagine the ratio over here. Okay, चलो 2000 तो place हो गए, बाकी के क्या करेंगे? So they can't end up going in random colleges like that. They have to make some informed career choices. उसके अलावा second one of the thing is with respect to cost. Studying abroad is more or less depends upon the university you are choosing and whether you are getting scholarship or not. These are also the factors, because there are certain universities they charge pretty high and living cost of that country also. But there is one benefit that you get a work week, 20 hours work week and like that, wherein you can earn. So see, cost can be only finance. Cost can also be finance plus what you achieve.
Yeah, certainly.
That you need to clear. What cost you're talking about? Finance or finance plus what?
No, I'm talking about the ROA, basically.
ROI, हाँ. So ROI, if you see, na, it's definitely getting into, if you're getting into IITs and IIMs, amazing, go there because unka standard are something is something else. If you're getting into any local engineering college, I would say don't do it. Better you work hard, go abroad, study.
Yeah, makes sense, I guess.
Huh. So it doesn't depend upon country or location. It specifically depends on the universities or colleges. It can be in India also, very good one.
Got it.
But if you're not getting into it, India में competition बहुत है.
Yeah, certainly.
Because of the population and all.
Got it. So coming to next thing, basically about your business, when you say what exactly kind of services or help you are providing to students, what are the different things? Because one thing is these coaching, another thing is foreign university placement. So I would like to understand more about this, like how your time goes and what all things you are helping around.
See, I'll tell you my time very briefly. Division of my time is out of 100% of my working time, 60% goes in awareness, creating awareness. Not only in terms of take this course or take that course. I'm not, I would say not kind of channelizing your brains to take one decision only. I am trying to create that critical thinking ability in the crowd that I'm catering to make the right choices and decision. After 10 years of education, you should not feel that what I've done was wrong. I should have done that. So you end up saving a lot of time of your life. That is one. And the remaining part is those who connect with me. What we do is we help them in grade transformation. I never ever say that I am going to create a topper because I don't believe in it.
Yeah.
I feel every child is perfect and we can have any quality. I can be good in anything you are not, and you can be good in anything which I am not.
Yeah.
But what we do is we identify your weak areas. We provide you after school help. Work on it. So let's say if you are at a C grade, you will come to B grade. For sure. Very scientific approach to this. I never say I will make you sit and make you write, learn, rote learn. I won't do that. I will just, my team actually right now, I have a small team of teachers also. They are trained in that way that they help every child with us in grade transformation. That is the first step. And making the informed choices with respect to their academics or careers, to be precise.
Got it. आप अभी बात करते हैं टीम के बारे में. So basically while building the team, आपके पास अभी कितने लोगों की टीम है? And what are the thing you look while building a team?
अभी जो currently मेरी टीम है वो around 25 people, including few are into creatives, management and teachers. Okay, so basically they are building, they are doing courses for you in terms of doing classes for your business? Yeah, no, what we do is, let me tell you, I am myself also a teacher. Yeah. So what I do is, I get experts from different parts of the world because I need them कि समझो अगर मलेशिया का बच्चा है तो वो एरिया के लोग ज्यादा अच्छा कनेक्ट कर पाते हैं उनसे. ओके. दुबई का बच्चा है तो वो एरिया के लोग ज्यादा, सो आई ट्राई डूइंग दैट. दैट इज वन. ऑफ कोर्स 100% नॉट श्योर कि आई विल गेट समबडी. एंड देन see, let's say I'm an expert in English global perspective. Yeah. Mathematics and physics. ये मेरे expertise है. Now, let's say if I want somebody to take care of accounts, economics, I have experts in there. Yeah. So I've got all the experts. So I would not say I have employees as such. I don't believe in the culture of employee. I believe that an organization will only flourish if you have only leaders in the organization. So there are all are expert, means super expert in their field. So there are people who can surpass my knowledge and my understanding, but what is my expertise is I can channelize their energy in the right way to get the results. Got it. That is my expertise.
So from your talking now, I understood that you have students not only in India but also a lot many countries, because like you told Dubai, Malaysia. So how do you reach out to them in terms of marketing and also to tutors in terms of how you reach out to them as well to get to start working with you basically?
So in terms of marketing, till date I have never started like proper paid marketing as such majorly. Matlab I have not even spent more than 10,000 for this thing. But one thing is, people know me through one, because I am into this field for pretty long now, almost 10 years. Second, I get students online, and many students connect through references.
Yeah.
That is what is currently I'm doing. Of course, maybe in future I will focus on full-fledged marketing, but because it is a completely bootstrapped business, I have no money to spend on marketing and get a negative revenue.
Got it.
Yeah. So I focus in such a way that chalo theek hai, I have to stay positive. I have to sustain. That is the most important criteria. And another thing is I have to create that awareness. And that is why I always say my mission is creating 1 million. So in IGCSE, 1 million IGCSE A-star students.
Okay.
So when I am teaching in a right way with the scientific methods, I know I will reach that goal.
Nice.
Yeah.
But again, overseas student. So I get it. Indian students, you may be doing India-specific campaigns and you may be having connect, social forums. But reaching out to the overseas student, how that works? What is the channel for
till
them?
date, though, they have reached out to me.
Okay.
Might be through
Because the segment is very niche, as you are saying.
yeah, but they know that even the experts are pretty few.
Okay.
Segment is niche in terms of students and experts both.
Got it.
So experts are less, and many a times if you get good results, you are going to tell somebody else. So if you talk about marketing, I have not started with campaigns yet.
Yeah.
I am focusing majorly on creating awareness, and people are connecting me that way only. So that is how we get. So people know that we have to reach out to Karishma Da through LinkedIn, through Instagram, through YouTube, whatever means they possible. They connect, reach out to me. We help them with their problems and find solutions.
Yeah, got it. So you are working towards sending students abroad, basically international education, but I am very positive about the India growth story. So what is your take around that? So basically a lot many students or lot many people who went abroad are coming back in terms of after working there 10-12 years. So what is your, do you think other than the industrial market, that education industry will also boom much faster in India as compared to foreign in terms of learning as well as quality?
See, one thing I'll correct you. I'm not working on sending students abroad. I love India very much, and that is why I am also in India till date. That is the second thing. I am working on creating the awareness about different education system across the globe, including India, and making informed career decisions. That is what I'm working on. I'm not sending anybody.
No, another thing, the foreign guidance in terms of university applications.
In terms of university applications, so let's say, because the segment is majorly, I get students from Dubai, Malaysia, India, Singapore. I have a lot of students. So these students, for sure, they want to apply in universities because that's what working outside India. So when they're applying over there, they should be aware of how to shortlist, what to do, what not to do. So what I promote is, let's say if you are learning automobile.
Yeah.
So you will come to me and you will ask me, okay, Karishma, I am doing so and so thing. That is my, so I will suggest you go to Germany, go to this, or then we can evaluate.
Basically, what's best way that way?
Best way. I will suggest, ultimately based on finances, financials are involved, your academic records, everything is involved. And then I align your best with what best you can get. And then you take a choice, what you want to do. Even if you're doing it in India, which universities in India? There are universities in India. So you can choose from there as well.
Yeah. So coming to your personal finances rather, which is our favorite discussion. So how has been your journey around that? Because you started working quite early. So where you were saving at that time in moment, and whether that helped you in terms of starting business?
I started working at the age of 22. In fact, before that, I was doing part-time jobs, even in colleges. So I was aware that money is very important in life. I'm still aware it's very important part to take decision. If you want, see, either you have money or time. You can buy time using money. That's what I've learned. अगर पैसा है तो आप बड़ा बिजनेस 10 दिन में बना दोगे, खरीद लोगे, मार्केटिंग वाला, ये वाला, वो वाला. Otherwise 10 साल खुद सीखो और फिर बाद में बनाओ business. That is how it works. So I had understood this thing pretty early in my life. That is one. I always believed, so very basic thing I was doing is investing in SIPs. At the age of 22, I was investing small amount in SIPs. Then uske baad, that is the first part I have learned. And I was in my first book, let me tell you, is Rich Dad Poor Dad. I read when I was 18.
Oh, nice.
So that book literally opened my mind about finances.
Yeah.
And most important part I loved about that book was make money work for you. And that was amazing thing. I always wanted to get into entrepreneurship because might not be when I wanted to get, my parents wanted me to be a doctor, medical doctor, but I was not very convinced with that career choice for myself because I knew myself that point of time little bit, and I was fascinated by this entrepreneurship world कि भाई बड़ी बड़ी गाड़ियाँ होती है and then you know enter a particular room and there are people, chauffeurs opening your door and all of that was there. I was fascinated. But जब when I got into entrepreneurship, I realized प्यून से लेके डायरेक्टर का सारा काम आपको करना पड़ता है. तो वो later stage of life में आता है. वो starting में you can't expect. But that was my fascination which pushed me toward this field. Of course, 22 mein I was not having that much of capital to invest energy, capital I needed. I had my financial liabilities as I mentioned. And uske baad, when I got into this thing, I had experimented with 2 other things also. But then I realized your passion and your talent should be in alignment to succeed. You can't have a different passion and different talent and different energy, so all 3 in different directions, so you will end up kind of wasting a lot of energy.
Got it.
So ये important चीज. So finance is one thing. To answer your question is finances के case में very simple rule, save 20% of your income. पहले save करो फिर spend करो.
And you were doing that at the age of 22?
Yeah.
Nice. That's, I think you understood pretty early.
Yeah. I was saving 20%. Of course, I don't say कि एकदम smooth journey है, but ये basic concept मेरे mind में बहुत clear था.
Got it.
अगर 10 रुपए आ रहे, 2 रुपए I'll keep it aside and 8 rupees I'll spend. That's what I'll do.
So how is your current position right now in terms of how you invest? How is your portfolio mix? And what is the asset classes you have tried investing in?
So I am a very risk-free investor or safe investor to be precise. I have not experimented much. I have been investing in mutual funds, SIPs ke through. Then I learned about mid cap, large cap, small cap and all of that. And I have invested in a property. So I have bought a property at the age of 25.
That's pretty early. And was that house or something?
It's a house. Okay. I bought a house at the age of 25.
And how much was that worth back then?
It was around 50 lakhs.
Okay. And so you may have taken some loan or how?
Yeah, home loan. Okay. I had taken home loan, down payment ka amount arrange karke. But one thing I've realized ke house, if you are investing it won't grow that fast. Comparatively, wherever I invested in SIPs, it has
and the market has grown a lot in last couple of years.
Recently, I'm experimenting with US stocks.
Okay.
So I'm experimenting. I'm not a pro in that. As I told you, I don't like to barter. This I have realized recently actually. So I can't say I was aware of this thing, but I realized that you should not barter your peace of mind for anything in the world. So learn slowly, but learn perfectly. That's what I feel. Nice. So I'm experimenting with US.
So you have some consultant or someone who guides you around the investment, or you are learning by yourself?
I learn by myself.
Yeah.
Of course, I have good people around. That is one thing I'm blessed. So I have good people to talk to. I read books. I am interested in a lot of podcast videos, financial videos. And that's how I learn. I experiment, I fail and I learn. I have lost a lot of money. I don't say I always had enough money. Means in business I have lost like lakhs of rupees. 15-20 लाख तो ऐसे
learning.
हाँ 15-20 लाख तो ऐसे उड़ा दिए. So that is a big amount, na?
No, certainly. No. So, but in terms of support, basically your husband and your families, plus you must be having responsibilities.
See,
so working capital, because see, in business, always working capital is the key. So money is blocked. As even you told, 6 months you will slack, 6 months you will keep getting money. So how do you manage cycle right now? Right
now, though, it's pretty sorted. Because see, if I want to be on a plane, unless and until I am experimenting with some other thing to scale, तब तक के तो चलो I can चला सकते काम. लेकिन पहले का, when I was telling you, my husband is a surgeon.
Okay.
He's a laparoscopic surgeon. And if you look at the life journey of doctors in India, from our perspective, non-medicos, it is very, very challenging. Very challenging. I say that. Why I'll tell you, क्योंकि वो लोग they will do MBBS, then they will prepare for their PGs, then they will get into resident. And being a resident is another headache for the family. More, of course, for the doctors, they are tuned के चलो मुझे ये करना है, but family के लिए because they are not paid well.
Yeah, okay.
They are studying.
Yeah.
And then they do some specialization and then they actually start earning.
Basically, they keep studying by the age of 32.
आराम से 32 तक. And that is what my husband is. He is a complete what we say, passionate about surgery. So he won't care much about money. Of course, he cares, but his main focus is treating patients and doing good surgeries and the skills and things like that. So we had a lot of tiff during our that phase of time. That I was like, what is the use? उससे ज़्यादा तो एक क्या? I was to tell him, give him a lot of things. That एक random कोई बंदा है वो ज़्यादा कमा लेगा. What is the use of being a doctor? And you don't even have time for family. तो ये वाली phase में ना, what has helped me, I'll tell you. One, we had distributed the expenses.
Okay.
So till date, expenses are distributed. Two, we never had additional liabilities. So ऐसा कुछ नहीं है कि हम लोगों ने कोई luxury EMI पे लिया है.
Yeah.
We only buy needs on EMI. That is house. That's all.
Yeah, certainly.
Third चीज ये था कि he was taking care of the house expense, that is the rent and all. I was taking care of luxury expense. If we are going out, ये ऐसे phase में when he was studying, of course now he is a proper consultant, so he is earning also good. But that point until last year.
Yeah.
So one very important thing is how much ever you have. So with your spouses, make sure you are distributing the expenses very well.
Nice.
That is important.
I think that's a good thing you told.
Yeah, and very clear. Matlab, even if he will have extra funds in his account, if I have to take care of certain expenses, it is my light bill मुझे भरना है, मुझे ही भरना है. So I have to arrange that money.
Yeah.
Agar if he wants to pay the rent, he only will pay. Whether he has it or no, he will arrange for it. So that thing was unsaid understanding between us. So that helped, I feel. I feel that helped now.
Yeah. That is a good thing, I think you told. Yeah. So more about your personal goals. What are your goals in coming next, I think, 4 or 5 years? That is another favorite question which I like to know about people.
So next 4 or 5 years, you see, I have many goals as such. But I would say very focused goal is right now for me, as I told you, to be the market leader in helping students taking the right decisions with respect to career. Now, let me clarify when I say leader. I don't care about how many awards and recognition I'm getting, but I really do care about how much a parent trusts without brainwashing him or her through marketing.
Yeah.
So parent के नाम पे पहला नाम करिश्मा अत्तार आना चाहिए. अगर if they want कि I want to take decision in terms of education, I'll go to Karishma Attar. I want to be a brand.
Yeah.
That is my goal. That's all.
I think superb thing. So creating brand for yourself, and I think you already are a brand in your the things you are doing right now.
Yeah, thank you. I'm trying to be. So branding, see, I'll tell you a very simple thing. ना ये मैंने बहुत late सीखा है. There is a difference between branding and marketing. Branding is not about how your logo looks, what color is logo. It is not about that. It is all about how much people trust you as a person.
Yeah.
That Shah Rukh Khan is a brand.
Yeah.
Because people trust him. He's a king of romance. तो सारे romance वही सीखते हैं शाहरुख खान से. So he's a brand for it. He respects women. All of these things. So brand is कि मैं मेरे mind में आपके बारे में क्या perception है. And I care about it. What perception people have about me. That is very important for me.
No, I think superb. So whatever feedback in terms of awareness about the education is the key. And I think that is what I'm taking away from here, the learning. And I think I love the responses, whatever you've given in terms of your personal goal as well as finances, as well as what you are doing for the students. Lovely having you on the podcast.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me.